Welcome to this edition of Capitol Report. I'm your host, Matt Swenson. This is State Representative Jerry Newton. Welcome, Jerry.
Good morning, Matt.
It's good to have you here in the studio, sir, and it's good to have you folks tune in at home to hear what's happening here at the state capitol and to hear what Representative Newton is doing on your behalf. And I know that you've been working a great deal on the Coon Rapids Dam. We are looking at some damage to the Coon Rapids Dam that needs to be addressed in at least the next couple of years. And you've been working with members of Congress and members here at the legislature to do something about it.
Yes, we're trying to pull together a coalition of people that have an interest in the dam. Mm-hmm. The issue, as you know, is there's a scour hole under the spillway on the dam, and that scour hole keeps growing, and it could possibly undermine the dam. And if that would happen, the dam will begin to crumble. And the great fear now is that we have invasive species of Asian carp that are moving up the Mississippi River. They've reached as far as Winona. And if that dam starts to break away, the carp could get up into the upper Mississippi and go into Rum River and the other rivers, that the tributaries, and would destroy some of the fishing in our lakes, because those carp eat virtually everything there is on the lakes and would destroy the fishing. And we have, besides the officials, from the park districts and from the cities, we have individuals from the conservation groups, the DNR, the people interested in bass fishing, who are joining with us. They're terribly concerned that this is the last barrier on the Mississippi to stop the northward movement of the Asian carp. Mm-hmm. And as you probably know, there's been an issue in Michigan about this, and recently a federal judge has ruled that Michigan couldn't impose any sort of, or Illinois, I guess it was, can't impose any sort of restrictions on stopping the carp from moving upriver into Lake Michigan. And we don't want that to happen here. We want to be preventive rather than wringing our hands afterwards and saying, oh, this thing, is really bad news. So we've got the two park districts, Monoka and Hennepin County, a representative from Congressman Paulson's office, from Senator Franken's office. We figure we'll get bipartisan effort in this direction. Also, we're going to work with Senator Klobuchar's office, because we understand she's on a waterways committee. And trying to look at this is the immediate thing that we have to deal with, and we probably have a couple of years before this scour hole keeps developing until it gets to the point of sort of no return. But in addition to that, we're looking at the possibility of getting some federal funds to reestablish hydroelectric power at the dam.
Well, I know that this is an ongoing project, something that we'll be hearing about a lot, and I appreciate you continuing to keep folks back home informed about any developments on this project. I also know that Minnesota has one of the highest incidences of autism in the country, and I know there are a lot of families with autism in your district, and you've been working to give kids with autism a place to play in Coon Rapids.
Yeah, and this has been an issue that goes back to when I was on the school board. I was active with the committee of parents who have special needs children. It's not only autistic children, although that's predominantly the group that needs help. But a lot of these children tend to bolt. They'll take off, and it's really hard for parents to have a place where they can go and let the kids play in the park, burn off some of that energy, and not run away and get out into a street or disappear into the woods. So I'm trying to work with the city of Coon Rapids to convert the Bell Center, which is a school right now, but it has a nice enclosed park ground, to see if the city will take that over when Bell Center closes at the end of this school year. So that we've got a safe place where parents can go, they can relax with their kids, and we have a tremendous number of kids, special needs kids, both in our schools, and a lot of them are homeschooled. So we just want to find this facility where they can go and they can feel comfortable and relax and let the kids have the enjoyment of a park.
And I understand that park in particular is fenced in to prevent the kind of bolting that you mentioned.
Yes, yeah, it's completely fenced in. Parents can sit there, and it's got slides and swings and all the things that you'd have in a small park. And it's actually at a school. It's the what is now our EBD school for District 11. But that space is going to, the children there in school are going to be moved to another school this year, and the building will be empty. So I'm just hoping we can get the city council to take over the park.
Well, looking at a number of issues here, you are a problem solver, and that's why you came to the legislature, and I know that you'll continue to update us on what happens next with these projects.
Good. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Representative, and thank you for tuning in at home. We'll see you next time on Capitol Report.